Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Yeah, I want to get on to, our brother Esau, man. You know, he's left a trail of destruction, you know, throughout his United Snakes of America. And throughout time, he's tried to, he has it there. He had memorials all through these different cities. But right now in history, he wants to try to take those memorials out of his history books. He doesn't want you to know about those things. You know, he doesn't want to call those things. He doesn't want to rile up the people, so to speak, because right now Esau's the kids are wondering why the parents were acting like that towards us. What was the root reason? Most of the time you're in school, you fight somebody because they stole something from you or did something wrong to you. Well, they're asking, what did the black people do to you? Why did you have to go massacre them? Why did you have to go burn down their towns that they had? Why did you have to hang them from trees and leave them hanging from trees? These are the questions that the offspring and kids are trying to figure out, because they're wondering why, things are the way they are. If you've been painting a picture to them that everything, that we're all together, everything is equal, but then they look and open up these history books and they're finding out, they open up these history books and they go to some of these towns and they find these landmarks and stuff and telling you what was going on. And like, hold on, man, my mom and dad didn't tell me about this. And then, they got the barbecues and the home settings in the South or in the North, wherever you go to Ma and Pa's barbecues at, and then you got the, Esau loves to keep monumentals of us, whether it be, cut off rod, cut off fingers, the different parts of the body. He'll keep those in jars and stuff like that, man, So, this devil, he has, he's a sick-minded person, man, This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and in time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith that has not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And Esau, he tries to paint the picture that he's a peaceful man, he's a calm man, when in all his heart is death and destruction, man. So he's the Lord is preparing, revenge for him, man. He has had a perpetual hatred towards us, man. And this is the one thing that he's not going to tell his kids, man. Lord forbid that he explains to his kids about the massacres that are on this calendar, on this picture right here, man. Even look at the latest one was 2015, man. So this devil has, he's ruled with the sword. He's been able to do different atrocities to the children of Israel through force. And now that time is coming to an end. The Lord's gonna he requires something from Esau. And this is the one thing that Esau wants to run away from, is judgment, man. And this is the one thing that the Lord had, the Lord is, has for us, many more things, but this is the revenge part, man. We have to wait on the Lord, man, because at the end of the day, you've had the French Revolution, you've had different rebellions throughout history, but at the end of the day, they all got squashed somehow, some way. But when the Lord comes back, to put things in order, Esau is going to be at the tail end of the stick, man. It's going to be all about revenge, man. It's going to be all about revenge. This is, let me go to, because it's all about revenge, man. But it's going to be a righteous revenge, man. This is Psalm 9, start at 6. O thy enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. The memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in a time of trouble. In times of trouble, I should say. Yeah, because, you know, we got dangerous times coming ahead of us. But at this time we're speaking, you know, when Jake was trying to build up here in America, they were trying to, you know, have the things Esau has, but not go to Esau for those things. And Esau wasn't for that, man. You know, he if you didn't get down with his system, if you didn't get down with his train of thought and his way of thought, then, you know, he would destroy you and get rid of it. And for the most part, Jake, you know, and I mean get down with his side and his things as far as join forces with him and be a perpetual slave to his, you know, to his jobs and stuff. Because at the time, Jake wasn't getting nowhere at these jobs, man. You know, we would just be at regular work for 20, 30 years, you know. We had to have our own, man. You know, and this is where you see a lot of these, look at this Tulsa, Oklahoma, Okeechobee, Florida, you know, these parts in, some of these parts in the South, Slocum, Texas, you know, these are the areas where Jake was coming up, man. I can't remember what Slocum was about. That was a massacre down there, though, and they had to flee the town, though. Majority of these massacres that you see on this picture are from an Edomite lying about being raped, or either, oh, well, that was the thing, that was the kettle that kicked over the pot, was Edomite woman being raped. The most part, it was all over jealousy, because Jake did not have to deal with Esau, and Jake was doing his thing, whether he was in Tulsa, for example, you know, he was building up, he had his own sections of the city, they was rich, you know, they were doing their own thing. Tulsa, Oklahoma, you go over, same thing with Wilmington, North Carolina, is that? Yeah, I think that's Wilmington, North Carolina. You know, these were areas where, it's another area over here in this North Carolina area that Esau's not on this calendar, but Jake talked about it. It was around the same time, I want to say Tulsa, Oklahoma, a little bit after, you know, and they were saying that, you know, they were mad because of the civil rights movement, you know, because they had everything. They didn't need to intertwine with Esau. You know, they were saying like, showing you as well that this civil rights movement was nothing more than a design to keep the people docile, man, you know. And we see what came out of that. You know, Esau needed us more than we needed him, you know. But at the end of the day, Esau always lets us know, what the Lord will put the spirit in Esau, let him know that this is not our place of rest, man. He puts that whipping stick into him, man, you know. Yeah, he puts that whipping stick into us, man. But yeah, so Esau, you know, he would all these areas, you know, I remember certain points I would be reading about in the South, whether it be Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, South Carolinas, you know, they would have Tennessee's, you know, Kentucky, they kept the numbers of the people being hung, man, you know, and they would say this year, Louisiana wins for the most Negroes that got hung this year, you know, these type of different games and things that they played with, man, with the people, man, you know. This is Deuteronomy 21 and 22. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, you know, so that, you know, hanging on a tree, you know, was something you did if a man committed a sin, man. But Esau was just hanging us on trees just to get rid of us, man, for no reason. Down in Georgia, you know, you got what was that for? Was it Georgia or Mississippi? I can't remember. I'll have to do my research, but it's a certain area, and it might even be in Alabama. I'll do my research. I did a video a few years back where the area, and I was not too far from this area when I was in Alabama, when I used to live out there. So, and like I said, that there was an area where the animals and insects really didn't deal with the fruit from the trees. When the fruit would fall from the trees, they would just let it be. And it's like a whole forest grove area where all the trees and, you know, all the fruit that fell from the trees or whatever, they don't mess with it. Why? Because the human, you know, the decomposing of this tree is based off the human body, man, you know, because all the bodies are being hung from the area, you know. and it would just fall and then, you know, weather into the ground and then be decompose for the trees and for the vegetation for that area. So basically, the fruit and stuff that's growing over there, it has human DNA all in it, you know? But these are just some of the atrocities and things that Esau used to do, man. You know, Deuteronomy 21 and 23, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree. You know, so basically, you know, just leave that part right there because, you know, letting you know, man, when you hung a man and he's dead, you're supposed to cut him down and then give him proper burial. But Esau does not do those things, man. He's not a man of the Lord, man. He's after his own heart, you know. He believes in himself, man. He believes himself to be God, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, John 10:10, a thief cometh but not for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And that's exactly what he did. Tulsa, Oklahoma, you know, the reports that Jake said, man, as soon as the white lady lied and said that, Esau gathered their guns, gathered fire. They ravaged through the town. They said that they were living next door to some Edomites, and they said they seen them running out the house with the fur coats and everything else that they have on. Letting you know that these devils sit back and watch us and are very, very jealous and envious of the way we move and the things that we have, you know? And this is nothing new, man. You know, Esau has you know, he's a devil, man. And once again, the purpose, like I say, he was trying to hide these things, and it's our job to bring these things out, and it's our job to keep the remembrance going in your mind, or you'll fall docile to this devil and the way his society is, man, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out. With that being said, I was edified. Shalom, Akim.